Motivation. There is a quote by Winston Churchill that says, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." What may be your 1, 3, or 5-year plan, or even 3, 6, or 9-month plan? What is being done each day to move one closer to attainment of that plan? How may certain functions or activities be embedded into your daily routine to ensure they get completed? What kinds of tasks or challenges might need to be addressed? And how would you like to be financially, physically, socially, emotionally, vocationally in the near future? There is a story of an individual. This person was preparing for a big production. There was a lot of money involved, and it was being financially sponsored. It was desired that the individual be in the optimal shape. A personal trainer was secured. However, this individual had every excuse as to why they could not engage in the workout sessions. The team began to re-strategize. It was decided a piece of gym quality cardio equipment be purchased and placed in the individual's office space. Nonetheless, it was never used. Motivation is important and can be personal. Enthusiasm. What are you enthusiastic about? What gets you excited? What do you like to do? What would you like to work on? And what is important to you? The more passionate you may be about something, the more likely it will be that you expend the energy necessary to get yourself ready, attain the necessary resources, make any purchases, prepare, show up, participate, be consistent, and follow through. For example, are there certain social activities you enjoy, attending a political meetup or a place of worship, but not a fitness center or museum? Are there certain wellness activities you like to engage in? For example, taking a walk on a scenic route around a lake or on the beach, but not on a treadmill in an indoor facility. It may not be that you do not like certain activities. One may need to reevaluate the venue, the environment, the theme, the topic of discussion. Steps. What are the steps needed to get started on a goal? What does one need to do to set him or herself up for success? How can the goal be broken down into manageable segments? When one thinks about dreams or goals, completing a certificate, attaining a degree, improving wellness, commencing a nutritional program, securing a promotion, it can seem lofty. However, if the objective is compartmentalized, potentially with timelines incorporated, it can seem increasingly reasonable. For example, if working on an undergraduate degree, one can decide if he or she would like to go full or part-time. Review the schedule of classes and look for patterns in terms of when specific classes are offered. Write out a plan of when you will take each course needed to attain the degree based on the course offerings. Strategize and see if courses you plan to take can be grouped to maximize your time. Determine if they are largely offered in the morning or evening and which is your preferred timing. Include a time each day for when you will complete assignments and projects. Attain the required book listing for each course and or connect with professors. Purchase the book in advance and get a head start reading through them. This may facilitate you having more time when the course starts to get acclimated, begin tasks, attain the course syllabus, and develop a similar plan to successfully complete the requirements and meet the timelines on that document. The point is, when you take a large task and chunk it or break it down into smaller parts, it may seem less daunting. So if it's researching and purchasing a new car or home, or having a tough conversation with someone, or engaging in a negotiation, delineate the steps so you may be more successful and more likely to go through with the desired activity. Start small. How can you make at least one small change to assist in meeting your goal? What minor action could you take that would constitute doing something different or slightly diverse from what you may have been doing? What type of effect or impact could a small-scale adjustment make? Even taking some limited action would mean at least some sort of potentially positive change for you. If you are ready to make a particular modification at this time, even this could mean some sort of improved outcome for you or your situation. For example, let's say you would like to network with a specific individual or organization. However, for some reason, you are not prepared to approach or speak to them at this point in time. Possibly work to be in the same space. Frequent some of the similar events they may attend. When comfortable, ask a question or make a comment. Sometime in the future, you may be able to present your case, business proposal, or some sort of elevator speech to secure an opportunity. Doing things gradually may ensure you get there. There may be some delay, it may take longer, but once you arrive to the desired destination, it may not matter or be inconsequential. Progression. How can you ensure that progressively you are doing more over time in terms of goal attainment? Are you engaging in certain functions more frequently or with increased duration or more intensity? Most likely, you will need to be doing all these things to make progress. If you stay the same in terms of what you are doing and do not increase in some form your approach, the desired advancement may not be seen or attained. For example, if you are writing a book and may do some writing here and there, it may be hard-pressed to see it come to fruition. However, if you work on the book each day, not only will you be closer to eventual completion, but may begin to see a theme in terms of how much you are reasonably able to write on a daily basis, and then commit to that. If you spend increased time on it in general, for instance, when an idea comes to mind, jot it down. You then will have documented it in some way and can have that piece of information when you need it and are beginning to write again. Further, if you find that you have a burst of energy on a specific day or at a particular period of time, challenge yourself to write for a longer duration of time. This will have the effect of completing more writing, possibly closing out a chapter or chapters, or finishing off the book in its entirety. Up the ante in many ways to inch you closer towards meeting your goal. For example, move from less nutritious foods to an increase in more nutrient-dense foods. Spend time reading positive material from a more sporadic instance to daily, and or reach out to a family member, relative, or friend on a weekly basis as opposed to monthly, quarterly, or haphazardly. Small successes. Focus on small successes. As you are working on a large goal, pay attention to even the minor of accomplishments to help keep you motivated. It can help keep the experience positive, as it may be particularly tough what you may be doing and what you have set out to undertake. For example, you may be organizing a space. Things may be in disarray. Start by sorting items. Possibly put objects or articles in boxes and label them. Work towards discarding things. Potentially consider giving them to friends or family for whom they appreciate them. Concentrate on the little triumphs and achievements. Recognize the headway you are making. Reflect on where circumstances were versus where they may be now. Celebrate your efforts. Show or discuss your accomplishments with someone close to you. Measurement. Is there a way to gauge your progress? Can it be measured? How may you be monitoring how far you have come and how much you still have to go? Looking at data can assist in pinpointing exactly where you are. It can also speak to trends, how much you are reasonably able to accomplish per day, week, or month. You can yet then use this information to do the math and better predict how much longer the process may take. For example, if you weigh yourself daily, you can see what kind of impact certain foods may have. Also, what type of effect a certain exercise might have, or a specific duration of physical fitness. Without information, in particular, numbers, it may be quite difficult to ascertain how well you are doing and what change, if any, might need to be made, and could potentially add to increased stress as you are somewhat in the dark. Rewards. How are you rewarding yourself? What types of rewards do you like? What level of acknowledgement is needed to keep you going? It is important to reward yourself. Sometimes that could be a fun activity, a purchase of some sort, a vacation, or just a short break from what you are doing. For example, you have successfully worked in some capacity. You have commenced and completed tasks, motivated teams, delegated and managed projects, made presentations, closed deals. Possibly you take a percentage of your earnings to treat yourself. It could be something of luxury, something spontaneous, something extraordinary in some way. Find ways to reward yourself. Be creative, innovative. Try not to skimp on being kind to yourself. Finally, visualization. Visualize yourself where you want to be, where you will be once you have completed that thesis, developed that leader, recruited and hired that high quality employee, traveled to that international destination, met that financial goal. What will things look like? How will conditions be? Who will be around you? What environment will you be in? What type of earnings may be secured? What type of feedback will you receive? How will you feel? In closing, a quote by Chris Grosser reads, "Opportunities don't happen, you create them." Please support this channel, like, comment, subscribe, and stay focused.